With all the pain that I have been through, with so many organ, failures, joint replacements, some of the physical therapies I had to endure and everything, to look at what I've done in my advocacy, when I look back at my mantle with the awards, all of the plaques, that's power. But yet, I've experienced the pain to go through that, to earn that. And I did turn that pain into power. My name is Emmitt. I live in San Diego, California. I'm 55 years old, and I'm living with lupus and lupus nephritis. When the joint pain started happening, I tried to put it behind the back of my head as much as I can, trying not to show that I was in pain a lot. It was tough to deal with that. And when I finally went into the hospital because of the lower back pain, which turned out to be my kidneys in pain, and they told me I was in third-stage kidney failure, but they had to find out what caused the kidney failure. And when they told me it was lupus, explained everything of all the symptoms lupus can give, it made sense. One of the best things about a diagnosis is finally knowing. The stigmas were there that, one, that men don't get lupus, for one, and then two, that we're more susceptible for pain, so lupus isn't that bad. But when you live with it, it's just a whole different story. Now at this point, 30 years later, I can say I kind of know a lot about lupus. I know how it affects me. I like to educate people and tell my story of what I've been through. Lupus has brought a lot of, things to me that kind of changed my life. At the same time, I got to look at what the blessings that have brought me. It had brought me the courage to speak up, not only for men, but with everybody with lupus. It brought me the courage to create my own organization, Male Lupus Warriors, and be a representation with men with lupus. And then, of course, blessings of being engaged to another woman with lupus.
And my name is Shanell, and I'm originally from Wichita, Kansas. I now reside in San Diego, California, and I'm living with lupus. When I first met Emmitt was busy, always busy. He was just ready to go, I never, ever thought I would meet someone with the same diagnosis as me.
We kind of understand each other, even though our lupus is different and how it affects us. We understand each other and we motivate each other. And now we're at a point to where not did I just rise my advocacy in my own way, but include her, and we're doing it together. Very excited to even be here, and then of course to be the honoree, which is the Face of Lupus 2026. I've had lupus for so long, and for me to be recognized for the work that I'm doing, I just feel so proud and accomplished.
I am extremely proud of Emmitt to see how much he's grown in this, and then also through everything that he's fighting for his life every day.
Lupus beat me up for so many years, but now with the recognitions I'm getting, it feels like I'm getting it back. I'm getting it back.
So now our final honoree, the 2026 Face of Lupus, is Emmitt Henderson III.
I want to be the resource that wasn't there for me in the 90s and the early 2000s. I share my story because someone out there needs to know that they're not alone. Someone needs to know that even when your body breaks down, your spirit doesn't have to. This award, this moment, Mama, I dedicate it to you. I hope I'm making you proud. And now I need to recognize someone very special to me. My fiancée, Shanell, who is with me in the audience today. My love, my partner in this wild, unpredictable, medically themed roller coaster that we call life. Thank you for being there for me through everything. The late nights, the early mornings, the moments when I needed help just to get through the day.
Our love is what has fueled the fight for more time together. And with more time, we'll be able to continue advocating in the lupus community and the other communities that we represent as well.
We've kind of been known as a lupus power couple because, we're lifting people up in our stories of a relationship and how we battle lupus together.
It's not easy balancing my own lupus symptoms that come up and being Emmitt's caregiver. There has been a time where he was in the hospital, been in for a week, gets out the hospital, and I go into the hospital for a week. And then we weren't able to see each other or comfort each other because of what was going on with each one of us. It's difficult, but I think with anything, if there's a will, there's a way. You find it. You find it.
She's seen the bulk of everything that maybe the public hasn't even heard of that I've gone through, what I've done, but there's more to it.
Take it one day at a time. Everything that you go through, your partner is going through. If you have a chronic illness, I would tell caregivers, find their own self-care immediately. Anything to kind of remove yourself for a little bit from whatever illness you're dealing with, not only yourself, but your partner. So I use piecing together my artwork, my shells, as a way to provide self-care for myself and also honor my mom and my grandmother. When you think of a shell, it's two pieces. But more than likely when you pick it up from the sand on the beach, it's been broken. So I realized that little shell must have went through so many things, hard things. But when it lands on the beach, you never hear negative affirmations about a shell. All I've ever heard is people say positive affirmations, and God put it on my heart that that's how we were as people too. And that broken was still beautiful. So when I'm picking up my broken shells, I think about our lupus community and how everyone may feel broken inside because of what they're going through, but together we stand stronger.
A lot of people with autoimmune diseases, when first diagnosed, the first thing that they thought of is, am I broken? But yet they don't see the beauty inside them until that warrior comes out. When they realize that they are stronger and better than their illness, they become that warrior, and that's when they realize that broken is beautiful. So if you take anything from my story tonight, let it be this. No matter what you're facing, no matter what tries to break you, you are stronger than you think, braver than you know, and more necessary than you realize. I'm still rising, and if I can rise after everything that I've been through, so can you. Thank you from my heart.